Hello, editing page here. You're gonna notice two things in this video. One, my hair looks atrocious the entire time. I was testing out new hair care products. I don't like any of them. Please refrain from commenting on my hair journey. Second thing you're gonna notice is the intro. While I'm talking about the title of the video, I'm whispering. Still don't know what that's all about, but I was whispering, and I don't want to refilm the entire intro because I don't have the materials anymore to do so. So please understand that I was in a weird mood and I was just whispering for some of it. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Please enjoy the rest of the video. Hello and welcome to Crochet versus Sewn. Bowl cozy edition. So I've been wanting to make a bowl cozy for a while now, as I am so tired of my precious little fingies being burned every single time. As I know both crafts, crochet and sewing, I thought which one would be best for this application. You see how I came up with the title now? Yeah. In this corner, representing the crocheted version, just weighing a few ounces, Giraffe Bowl Cozy by Sonia Blackstone. Woo! In this corner, representing the sewn version, weighing 2 ounces, probably, the Bowl Cozy by So Can She. Yay! Wow! Both patterns are free, duh, and both patterns are linked below. So one of the most important things to remember about bowl cozies is they go in the microwave. So they need to be made of 100% cotton materials only. Any synthetic fibers will catch on fire. Do your own research before making them. I am trying my best. So the yarn that I'm going to be using for the crocheted, this Lily Sugar and Cream yellow and Lily Sugar and Cream navy. Fabric for the sewn is here. I have a lot of options, so let's go through them. Because the crocheted version is going to be a giraffe, I want the sewn version to kind of be the same vibe. I have this ultra cute fabric that has no giraffes on it, but really adorable animals. I've been wanting to use this for so long, and this might be like the perfect project to do that. I have this relatively new to me fabric, but it again doesn't have any giraffes. It's just animals that feel like a giraffe should be around. Zoo type animals. But I was thinking, well, maybe if I have a giraffe pattern. But in cotton, I only have leopard print. But I really need something that screams giraffe. This is great. It screams giraffe. This is great, but I don't know if it's 100% cotton. I mean, I don't know. Now, it's not giraffe, but it is Jurassic Park. Wouldn't that be so cute? I have some decisions to make. If you want to make one of these, but you don't have the materials, don't worry. I got you. d-co.com, my online craft thrift store, is the place to shop. Super amazing, inexpensive craft materials right at your fingertips. No more going to thrift stores with d-co.com. You can find it linked below or go to d-co.com. I don't care, just check it out. And if you're interested in the making of just one of these, you can check the chapters below. Feel free to hop around or hop off ship. I don't care. So I have a few questions that I want answered at the end of this, like, how long did each one take? How much money is it going to cost? Are they easy to store? Do they even work? Are they difficult to make? I don't know. Let's find out. As I was sourcing these patterns, I realized that they were all posted very recently. Like in 2022, and then the one I'm following for the sewn pattern, which is 2024. It made me wonder when the first patterns kind of surfaced. So whenever I just searched the term bowl cozy, free pattern, or whatever, the oldest one I could find from that search alone was 2017. I was like, that's not right. 2017? No way. So I dug deeper. I ended up finding this blog post from 2013 outlining a very rough version for crochet and knit. That blog post had a link in it to another blog from 2012 for sewing. That blog didn't have any information on whether or not it was the first one, but it kind of sounded like it was. So I'm thinking that the first ever version of the crochet, knit, and sewn versions of these bowl cozies were from 2013 and 2012. Isn't that wild? I thought they were like a lot older because I've seen them around so much, but they're not. They're relatively new and fresh, and how exciting is that? Also, this is the draft so far. Very interesting though. They're not that old, unless you've seen older. If you have, let me know in the comments because I want to know. Anyway, let's get back to crocheting because nobody really cares when bowl cozies were first invented. I was just editing this section and I had to know more. I want to know more. Are they the first people? So I reached out to them directly. I found the email from the 2012 blog poster from the Sewn version, and I asked, hey, are you the first person to do this, or do you know of anyone old? And I haven't gotten a reply yet, and I don't know if I ever will, because the last time that blog has been posted to was 2014, so I don't even know if that email is active anymore. So we'll see. We'll see if I get a response. If I get a response, I'll add it to the end of this video, and if I don't, maybe I'll put it in one of my other videos if they ever respond to me. But I'm trying. I want to know. I want to know now. I need to know now. Okay. It's been 55 minutes, and this is what I have. The bowl outline. I almost lost yarn chicken. This is all I have left to do the ears and the little tops of the giraffe. It's fine. It worked out. I had enough. I didn't lose yarn chicken, and I'll do the ears first, and then if I need to, I can make the little antenna things in a darker yellow, and then of course the spots in navy. So let's get going. So I'm almost done with the first ear. And I didn't want to do double strands because I don't think I'll have enough to do double-stranded ears. But the ear, compared to the bowl, is really tiny and looks a little bit silly. So then I remembered I have my other yellow. I have this yellow, just cotton, from Premier. It's like, oh, this is perfect. It's just cotton. It's yellow. I mean, it is darker, but if I mixed them, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. I look at the contents because it has to be 100% cotton, otherwise it might catch on fire. 85% cotton, 15% polyester. I can't even use it. I can't even use it. Okay, so I have white that has like some speckles of other colors, but I'm like, oh, it looks so bad. I have nothing else. I was banking on the fact that this was 100% cotton because it's just cotton. It's just cotton. The label lied. The label lied. Now I don't know what to do. I mean, the ear is not completely done yet. It has a border crocheted around, and you know, maybe that's what it needs. I'm devastated. That's so frustrating, and How dare they? The label is just cotton. Why isn't it? Okay. That's so frustrating. I'm so frustrated. And what sucks even more is I can rely on D-Co, you know, my online craft thrift store, to kind of be my backup. But I only have one cotton on there that I know of, and it's red. And it's that red right there. By the way, you can find all of these on D-Co.com if you're interested. Anyway, that's the only red. That's the only cotton on D-Co. And so that doesn't help me either. Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay, let's see what I end up doing. We are at an hour and a half of working on this bowl, and the ears are done. They're a little messy, but I have yet to clean them up. So the ears are done. The beginnings of the antennas, horns, I don't know what they're called, but those are done. And this is all I had left. So I won Yarn Chicken miraculously. I mean, it's not as big as I think it should be, but it's 100% cotton. Unlike this lie. This one's full of lies. So it's 100% cotton. I didn't have to use this. That looked horrible. I'm already using navy instead of brown, so I didn't want to use another thing that I didn't like, you know. So this Lily Sugar and Cream is stash busted. I can add it to my total for stash busting, but it's 2.5 ounces. So this is their smaller skein. If you're gonna make one at home, or if you're gonna make this one at home, get the larger type. Seriously, that was so stressful. I mean, I made it work. I used an entire, like it used the entire skein. I wasn't gonna tell you, but now that I'm advertising it, I will. The pattern calls for 6 rows of single crochet, 48 stitches, I believe, before you increase to the half double crochets here. I only did 5 rows because I knew I wasn't gonna have enough. And so technically this is a lot shorter. Not a lot, but it is shorter than the pattern. And I wanted to be completely honest so you don't get your small skein and not have enough and then yell at me. I removed a round so I would have enough yarn. But we're an hour and a half in. I'm going to take a break and have lunch, but we will come back and finish this. Yes. All the pieces done. Let's sew. Ta-da! It's all sewn together, and I think it looks really good. My hands hurt a whole lot because all of these pieces had to be individually sewn on, and there were ends weaved in, and you want it to be secure for the most part because if like your soup or your ice cream or something spills on it, you want to be able to wash it. So I wanted it to be secure, but oh my goodness. My hands hurt. I think it looks very, very cute. I have all of my statistics written down and ready for review later. If you want to skip forward to that, you can check out the chapters. It excitingly used up a skein of yarn, which I wasn't expecting, so that's awesome. And I will test it once the sewn version is complete. So let's move on to that one. It's sewn version time. I decided to go with this print, and because I don't know what my batting is made of, because I only buy secondhand batting, I sewed together 2 pieces of scrap flannel. This is cotton flannel with cotton thread, because it's very important that everything in this is cotton. There's my seam. It doesn't even matter because this is going on the inside. I mean, that's what I get for not measuring. That's what I get for not marking my lines. About halfway through on these two lines, I realized, oh, I can fold the fabric and find the middle. So for the diagonal lines, I didn't do that. Oh well, whatever. Let's move on. I redid it. Different backing, but it's redone. Dun da da da! They're done! I showed this to my mom, and she said it looks like Pikachu. So, that's fun. But this one is all done. You can see the star on the bottom. No, you can't. Never mind. Now all that's left is to test them. But first, do they fit bowls? I have my everyday bowl. This is a Corel bowl, which I think a lot of people have. Into the fabric. Oh. Hey, that fits nice. Carry it like that on the bottom. That fits very nice. Not too bad. There were 3 sizes. I made the smallest size, but that fits great. The pattern recommended you use 1 layer of batting. I was using flannel, so I only used 1 layer of flannel. So we'll see how that works. Size check for the bowl. Okay, I mean, it also fits in there. There's quite a bit of room on the bottom, almost like it's too tall. The bowl cozy is too tall for my bowl, which is funny because I took out a single crochet round, so I wonder what it would be like if it had everything there. I mean, otherwise it fits in there and you can hold it by its designated holding spots. Let's see how they work. I made sure the water in here was 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and I made sure both the bowls were in the microwave for their similar time, which was 45 seconds. I replaced the water and I let the bowl cool down in between. But I made sure they were each at least 140 degrees in the microwave for 45 seconds. Take it out and hold it and see what happens. Okay, that wasn't too bad of a showing. Fabric. The fabric one was really amazing. It has such tall handles that it made it so comfortable to grab from the microwave. Holding the bottom wasn't too hot at all, like touching the side felt fine, and I was really surprised by that. The handles were super cold to the touch, not warm at all, and it didn't catch on fire. I was so afraid that I might have used something that had plastic in it, but everything in here is cotton. Yay. The crochet bowl, however, was hot, which I thought was very strange. Grabbing it from the microwave by using the handle was warm, like warm to the touch. This was cold to the touch. This was warm. It felt like heat. I don't want that. Letting it sit for a minute and then pressing the bottom was also very warm. So in terms of warmth and heat transfer, I say fabric wins. And there's only one layer of flannel in here. If there was two, I don't think you could feel heat at all. Now, I had some questions at the beginning that I wanted answered, so let's go through them. How long did each one take? I'm just kidding, I know. The crochet took me 2.5 hours. Most of that time was dedicated to sewing. Sewing took me an hour, but I did remake the bottom because of the cross. So I would give it more like a total of 45 minutes, which is really fast. Now I will say, crochet you can do while watching TV on your couch. I mean, that's wonderful. This, you have to be in front of a sewing machine for 45 minutes to an hour. You have to get up and cut the fabrics and then sew them. So there's different levels of activity for both of them. How much did each weigh? 2.7 ounces, 1 ounce. This isn't super important, but it might be. If you're wanting something a little bit more heavy, a little bit sturdier, crochet might be the way to go. If you want something lighter and easier to store, I'd say this. But let's talk about storageability. This can fold, and it's about that big folded. This one you can fold, and it's really thin. How difficult were they to make? This one was easy enough to make. It's single crochet, half double crochet, and then sewing. The bowl portion, which is just this, is definitely beginner friendly. If you are going to be sewing on the little extremities to make it into a giraffe or a bear or a goat or whatever, that might make it a little bit more difficult. For the sewing, I'd rank this maybe a more knowledgeable beginner. You have to be pretty precise with your cutting, precise with your sewing the little star, and you have to do a top stitch all the way around with darts. I didn't really think it was that difficult. I mean, I did mess up on the quilting aspect, but that was just because I was being lazy. If you actually take the time to fold the piece together in order to create a crease that you just sew along the crease, it's way easy. Imagine that. So I'd rank them both beginner. Now, cost. How much are they to make? I'm going to use Joann.com, and I'm going to use full prices, no sale prices. So for this specific giraffe, I needed 2 colors of Lily Sugar and Cream. Lily Sugar and Cream is $4.49 a skein, and you need a 6mm hook, which some people don't have, and the hook is $3.39. So for this giraffe, it's $12.27. Or if you're just using one color, buying a hook still, it's $7.28. For the sewn, I used a 1/4 yard of flannel, a 1/4 yard of cotton. Of course, you could definitely make this with a fat 1/4 of each, but for simplicity's sake, we're pretending this is coming off of the bolt, and so you can only get the smallest size, which is a 1/4 yard. And $2.99 for the 100% cotton thread. Most people don't have that. If you do, amazing, but then you also probably have everything else you need to make it, so this doesn't really matter to you. So for all of that, it is $6.88 to make one of these. There are ways to get it cheaper, or you might have everything you need already at home, which, same. But if you don't, that's how much it costs to make them. So the winner for cheapness, which was really surprising, is the Sewn. $6.88 compared to $7.78. You save like 90 cents to make it sewn. I'm really surprised. Now, all of that to say is make whatever you want. If you want to make a crocheted version because you know how to crochet, fabulous. I hope you have a great time. If you want to make a sewn version because you know how to sew, fabulous. I hope you have a great time. If you know both principles, the one I would choose to make in the future is sewn. It works better, it's cheaper, it's easier to store, and it takes less time. And there you go, that's crochet versus sewn. Let me know in the comments which one you would have made or which one you would want for a gift. Are you interested in this concept and want to know more crochet versus sewn? Awesome, let me know because I would love to do them. I love this. This is so fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which will be soon. Make sure to check out D-Co. We just uploaded a ton of fabric. We have a ton of yarn, stickers, patterns, and so much more, so please make sure to check us out, d-co.com. Don't go! I have an update. I got an email back. Blah. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to read the entire email because that feels like an invasion of privacy, so I'm going to summarize for you. She said, "As far as I know, my post was the original. I made up my own pattern and posted it on my blog to be featured on another blog's Fat Quarter pattern post." There you have it. From the designer herself, she said that she, as far as she knows, is the original. She then goes on to say that she doesn't even use a microwave anymore, which I just think is absolutely hilarious. The pioneer of the microwavable bowl cozy doesn't even use a microwave. Anyway, I hope that was very interesting for you. It was very interesting for me. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you so very much. And if you skipped to here because you're nosy, go back and watch the rest. It's really cool, really fun, really entertaining, and you'll love it. I'm sure. Bye! Oh, not that.